Okay, it is Take Your Friend for a Ride Day. So we are headed right now to pick up David so he can go for a ride in the Smart. I told him I had a car he has to ride in, so I know he's super excited. So I can't wait to see what his reaction's gonna be. All right, here he is. Super excited. Hey, David, how you doing? Come on in, man.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is nice, huh? Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right.
I thought you said you had a hatch or something.
Yeah.
You got a hot hatch?
It's sort of a hatch. Actually, it has a tailgate. I'll show you that later. It's a little weird. It's like the glass pops up and then the hatch pops down, which would make it a tailgate. But either way, I think it's pretty good. Okay, you ready for a ride?
Yeah.
Here we go. All right.
So what kind of batteries is this?
You know, this one is a gas powered, but they do have a battery version, but it only gets like 70 to 80 miles per charge. So
You know what you should do?
Huh.
You should get one of those big plastic turn keys. Put it on the back.
like a skate key. You know, like, hold on. It'd be fun to go through the drive-thru and be like, wait, everybody, I gotta adjust this. This is bad. All right, let's go this way. You okay going on a big road?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so how many horsepower does yours have? Your car? What do you drive? Tell everybody what you drive.
I've got a Camaro SS, and that's 455 horsepower.
455. So I think we're like in the 75, 80 range. You have what, 8 cylinders then? Yeah. So we have 3. So we're not going to quite have the acceleration that you're used to. Okay, first impression though, when you walked up, what did you think when you saw the car?
I think that the body features are actually nice. The ground effects, I don't know if it has ground effects on it, but
It kind of looks like it though, doesn't it? Yeah.
It's got a nice futuristic sort of look to it.
It doesn't. Now for you, it probably looked like a micro car.
This looks like something I should be driving, and you should be driving a much bigger car.
That's right. Like if we were to walk up and have your car sitting there and this sitting there, people would be like, hey, which one's ours? Okay. We'll have to show a picture of you. So David and I, we actually starred in Work From Home, which was a international comedy on the internet. You played an IT guy, which was great. And I played a boss that couldn't control any of my employees whatsoever. But yeah, so David and I go way back. We have a good time, but we'll have to show a picture of David and I walking around later. That would be good. And then you'd understand that reference. So, okay, up here's that's how you lock the doors. Great use of space, right? All the way up there.
Really?
Yeah, like this.
So you got to crunch it up there.
You don't want to be braking while you're trying to get there. God forbid you run into something while you're doing that airbag.
What are those plastic hand things?
Yes,
like a little reacher thing.
That'd be perfect. I will say, you know, usually in a car, like if you hit the brakes and your phone goes off in the floorboard, you're like, oh darn it! Not in this car. I can reach all the way across. Like I could pick it up, but it doesn't. Does it feel tiny in here?
No,
it doesn't feel tiny.
Like I said, I'm in no need of hitting my head on the roof. Now you're a little closer to the.
I'm closer. I still got a little gap. Yeah. So what do you think of the ride?
It's not bad.
It's not terrible, huh?
No.
So
it's a little stiff, but
yes, yep,
it's not anything like mine.
I agree. I was doing been doing videos. I've been driving it all week, and I keep saying, hey, it drives great, and I'm like, I want to make sure people understand. When I say it drives great, it doesn't drive like a luxury sedan, but for the size of the car, I don't feel like we're getting beat up. You know.
Do people look at you and give you like funny looks? Or
yes,
anything?
I had a kid on a bicycle the other day. He was probably 12 maybe, and he looked at me like, you're a poor excuse for an adult.
Until you get out of the
Now
car.
in my head, I'm like, he thinks I'm awesome. But later I was like, I bet he thought I was. It is strange. You know what question I get asked every time when I tell people when I'm driving? Everybody asks me this. Do you feel safe? And I'm like, actually, when I'm in here, I do. Because it doesn't feel like cramped.
No, it really doesn't. I actually thought it was going to be, like I was actually going to be over.
Yeah, like we're sitting right here together.
Yeah.
Shoulders touching and touching the window.
But it's not. It's like, it is a little smaller, but these are regular size seats, right?
Yeah. It feels like a pickup truck to me. Like if you're in a small pickup truck.
Yeah. That's a good analogy.
This is a weird thing going on here.
Let me see if I move that cup out of the way. What is that?
It's the climate control. And it takes, in this, you slide this, it has a little magnifying glass so you can see what temperature you're on.
Oh, that's interesting.
It takes the entire area, this could be a dial.
Yeah.
And a dial, and then you could have stuff up here so I don't have to reach to the front. So I thought that was a really weird.
They should have gone the whole, like this could have been a big touchscreen thing.
Yes.
Kind of like a Tesla.
So I think they have an upgraded version that does. I'm going to do a U-turn right here. This is the year prior to reverse cameras. And you can't see crap out of the back of this thing. It has. If you look at the
The
blind
back window
spots.
looks about as big as the rear view mirror.
Yes.
Phone mirror. But
It's all blind spot, and the way it is, you can't see anything below that right there. So you think, oh, I could definitely see running over. Oh, let me show you a secret. Like, you want to charge your phone, which we probably should charge it up there, but you don't have enough space. Ta-da! Hold on. Oh, come out of there. Okay. Ding.
What is that thing? Is that just it? That's all that is?
That's all it is. Whoops.
Uh-oh.
Oh, crap. Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know what it does.
Now,
Why?
Is that something that they tell you about, or you just have to
Nope.
find out?
I've just been playing with it. Oh, pull the handle down here. That thing. I don't know if they can see it on the cameras or not. Ah, little cubby. Because there is no place to put a phone. You got this space, but these aren't big enough.
I don't even see where you could put a mount.
No.
Because this is concave. You can't put it in here. And this is fabric.
Yep. So yeah, so you have to stick it to the window.
Yeah.
And I can put I put my big Whataburger cup here, and then you couldn't see. So I had to hold it to. I sound like I'm dogging it. I actually have totally enjoyed it. It's been fun.
All the features on this.
Yeah, so it's got the cruise control there, and the volume control is here.
Yeah.
Where is it on your car? You have it on your steering wheel, right?
I do, but
is it over here?
I've never actually
used it.
Steering wheel.
I wish the volume was on this side, because this hand, I usually drive more with my left, and so it'd be nice to hit the volumes here. But then I have to come over here and hit it, and then I'm like, well, I'll just reach there.
Now, in the Camaro, the cruise controls are on the left rather than the Sonatas on the right.
Gotcha.
So that was a little.
That's switching it back and forth.
Yeah, it was a little funky at first.
Here is weird because you have to use both hands to do the cruise control. So I turn it on here, I set it here, I can cancel it here, and I resume it here. As opposed to like everything just being in one spot.
One button,
yeah. So that's a little where you got to switch back and forth. It's a little different. But yeah, so it's not a terrible car. No. And it's fun to drive, and it is nimble.
I was going to say, they definitely looks like they have, I don't know, with the previous years.
Yep.
It definitely looks like they upgraded it, the interior.
I like the style of this a lot better. I know you've seen the other one. It's a little more angular. This one feels...
Well, the other one, and I don't know about this one, can you change the panels on this one like you can the other ones?
Yes.
This one looks like the other ones, they look like it's just... I think they're going to fall apart. If you bump up against something. I don't even see where the panels come off on this one.
It feels a lot more substantial. Now, I do want you to listen. There's a fan in the front. So the engine's in the back behind us.
Yeah.
There's a fan up front. And when you stop, like, that thing wails.
I heard it.
Did you hear when I came? Okay.
Walked up.
So I had pulled up to Bella's soccer practice, and I was just sitting there with the car running, and people kept looking back because it sounds like I'm winding up to take off. So that, and I don't know, this one only has 20,000 miles on it, so it's practically new.
Yeah.
All right, so we're taking you back home. So you didn't laugh at me. No, it's different.
No. Well, I knew you had one before.
Yeah, I did. I had one before and I liked it. You were expecting a hot hatch this time, I'll have to show you how the back works.
Okay.
But okay, so David didn't laugh at me, but David's used to me driving. David's used to me doing weird things. So first impression, though, if you were to see one in the the grocery store parking lot, cool's probably not the first thing you would
This model, yes.
Okay.
This model, I would, just because of the way the body looks compared to the other previous years.
Gotcha.
This one looks better
than the other ones.
Yes. Now it's no bigger, I don't think.
It maybe feels a little bigger. It feels more substantial, honestly, than the other one.
Yeah.
Than the last generation. Like so you can hear that fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's loud. It's pretty loud. Oh, whoops. Hey guys, put you back up. Gas mileage is not super. Like, I'm averaging 35 to 37.
Yeah.
And you would like to think when you have a third of a car that you'd be doing like 60. So that's not so much. There's not a lot of space.
Because I can't imagine this thing weighs very much.
No,
So that alone, you would think you would at least average in the 40s.
Yep. No, since I've been keeping this a secret from you, I'm going to show you a video where it'll turn almost in a parking space. I'll have to show you that because the maneuverability is stupid in it. But
have you Have you thought about testing it? Maybe doing a 360 in the garage?
Well, I would, except my garage is full of crap. So if anybody has an empty garage, we're looking for that because we would do that.
Didn't have that partition.
Oh, we could do it.
We could definitely. Well, you might be able to go and not clip the
We would
fridge.
be super close. I mean, we would be like I was able to go from
If
one
I didn't
parking
have the
space.
stuff that I have on the sides, we might try it. But
Well, you sold your Flagstaff, your pop-up tent,
yeah.
so a pop-up camper. We might be able to do. But yeah, so I was almost in a full spot, and then, but I've been on the freeway, and I've had this up to, okay, Turo, like 82,
yeah.
maybe somewhere in that, and it felt solid. And,
So when you go and you punch it, does it go, or does it take a little while to wind up?
It takes a little bit of time to.
Yeah.
In that 40 to 60, it's not step on it and go. It's not like the turbo, or it's not like your Camaro, of course. So you have to plan ahead. And with these blind spots here, you really have to like stick your head and look.
Yeah.
There's no blind. This one doesn't have. I think there's another
you
step
probably
up.
would eventually get used to that, though.
Yeah, it didn't take me too long.
Yeah.
I haven't got back in my car, so I'm really excited to see how that has been. But I do have a problem. Like if I walk around behind the car and I'm on my phone, I walk all the way to the front bumper.
Oh.
And then turn and realize that I've walked past the car. So then I have to walk back to the door. You know how you walk around your car and you're like, no, you're done. Once you walk past that, it's cool. So, okay, so not too bad.
No.
All right, cool.
I would drive it.
It's super fun.
I would.
It is super fun. So
Yeah.
all right, cool.
Yeah, man.
All right, be sure to
Very
like,
cool.
comment, subscribe. Watch all the videos. I've done a whole week's worth of videos on this car here right now. Now David can go watch it now that he knows what I'm driving. And let's talk about cars tomorrow.